What's going on, fight fans? This is my breakdown of the up and coming MMA events that will be gracing your television screen. A lot of exciting things coming up. First exciting thing for me is the premiere of ONE FC Championships or ONE Fight Championships or whatever the hell they call it on TNT. I have been predicting that ONE FC can make a big splash in the United States. I must say that the promotion itself isn't really hyping this event like they should be. However, I'm excited just to have some competition for the UFC besides Bellator MMA. There's just, I think that with three competitive places for great fighters to go, televised on American television is just going to make the sport grow. And I got to tell you that ONE FC is big internationally. Not as big as the UFC, but still big internationally. And this card will not disappoint. The GOAT, Demetrius Johnson, my pound for pound best fighter of all time. Even though I call Khabib the GOAT, he's a 155 GOAT, but Demetrius Johnson is going to be fighting again on United States television. Of course, he never was a huge star in the UFC, but that had nothing to do with the skill or the talent level. And he's fighting someone, Marias, who's going to give him a run for his money. It's the gentleman he's fighting is 18-3. Demetrius is 30-3. His only losses have been in my memory, I can only remember two losses. That's to Henry Cejudo and to and I believe he lost to Dominic Cruz, the Dominator, before. Absolutely great fight. And then just to, if it's even better, Eddie Alvarez is going to be on the card, the Underground King himself. I think that ONE FC is doing their best to make their inroads in the United States, but I do know that there's a lot of money behind them, but sooner or later they got to make some more money, okay? Which brings me to the next UFC exciting event, and that's exciting event. There's more events, of course, the UFC pumps about, but Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic too, and this card is stacked. And when I say stacked, I mean Volkanovski is fighting Brian Ortega, which, by the way, I don't know how Brian Ortega, after that dismantling that he had with Max, and then I don't even remember who he beat, but he pieces up somebody, and then he gets to fight for the title again. I guess that's just the way it is. But I gotta say that Brian Ortega, it's going to be an exciting fight one way or another. Next, we have Tyron Woodley and Vicente Luque. And Sean O'Malley's coming back against Thomas Almeida and Jamie Malarkey and Kama Worthy. I'm not going to act like I know a lot about Kama Worthy, but I will say that Sugar Shane O'Malley should have a chip on his shoulder. The last fight that I remember him hurt himself with an ankle injury. To me, it looked like he got calf kicked and his ankle went dead, then he rolled his ankle. But in any cases, he was handed his first defeat. It's very good for young fighters to get their first defeat if they're going to be on that projection up, because if he's going to be around for a while, he has to taste that adversity. And Tyron Woodley, I have to say, one of my favorite fighters in the past, but I think he's on his last leg. He's fighting a tough Vicente Luque. Will Tyron Woodley turn back the page, and will Vicente Luque use him as a stepping stone into title contention? I hate to say this, but I think Tyron Woodley, I think the time's passed. But anyway, I'm going to give you my predictions from the top to the bottom now. And I'm going to start, I'm not going to start with Malarkey because I just don't know him. And bad on me. But I will say that Sean O'Malley and Thomas Almeida, I think Thomas Almeida is going to win. I think O'Malley takes 2 losses in a row. I just have a feeling that he's probably not going to be as confident. And I think confidence was a big part of his ability to put it out there. Hey, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong here. I don't like to bet against Sugar Sean O'Malley, but this might be one of the things that happens. Next, Tyron Woodley and Vicente Luque. Like I said, Woodley being 38 years old, I don't think he's able to turn back the clock anymore. I think Vicente Luque is going to step up and beat him. I think Volkanovski easily defends against Brian Ortega. I could be wrong. Ortega could catch him in a sick guillotine. He could catch him in a sick triangle. And his boxing skills are improved, but I do think there's levels to the stand-up, and I think that we sold Ortega a little bit too much, especially with that knockout of Frankie Edgar. I think we sold him a little too much on his stand-up, and I think that Ortega gonna have to hit some bumps in the road, and I just don't see how he's getting a title shot without having to fight the guy who dismantled him before. But hey, it is what it is. And now we go against Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou. Now, I'm going to tell you, I know the UFC wants Ngannou to win. I know they want to set up Ngannou and Jones, but I think that Stipe loves to be the spoiler, and he's going to spoil it again. I think Stipe this time grinds him out, grounds and pounds, and finishes Ngannou. I think Ngannou is greatly improved, but I still haven't seen his wrestling, and I know Stipe is going to get to the wrestling. Or Ngannou comes out and blasts him too. But anyway, it's going to be an exciting night of fights. And once again, I am super excited for ONE FC making their debut on United States television. I'm tired of watching it on an app. I hope everybody enjoys this content. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think is going to win these fights. Hey, a lot of my predictions are just full of shit. But I think that I got the top of the card on the main card pretty right. And if anybody knows about Mr. Malarkey, which I think is hilarious, I may be saying his name wrong, but it's really Malarkey, and Comma Worthy, chime in. A lot of information I get and people I check out through the comments. Once again, this is the Happiness Podcast. This is our MMA takes on the G Tip Talk. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Share it. And thank you for your time. God bless. Oh, and by the way, why the fuck are we still doing daylight savings time? I swear I've been running behind all day today. Woke up, taught my 5 private lessons this morning, cleaned up, did my normal Sunday routine. I'm sitting here. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. It feels like it's almost 8 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet. Everything's crazy. Daylight savings time. We need to get rid of it. Anyway, rant over. You folks have a good one.